What's going on, everybody? We're in the beautiful mountains of SoCal, and I'm here to talk to you about the gear that I'm going to be using for archery season. I'm going to be mainly hunting mule deer, and this is all going to be personal preference, but hopefully it helps you out if you're new or if you're more experienced and there's some things that you don't know. I'd like to share what I think has worked out best for me. So the bow that I'm going to be running this year for mule deer season is a 2017 Mathews Halon 32-6. That means it has a 6-inch brace height and it's 32-inch axle to axle, which I feel like is the perfect size. It's not too long, it's not too short for Western hunting. I'm gonna be running the gas high octane bowstrings along with a Raptor peep. The sight is a Spot Hog Fast Eddy XL. And the scope I'm going to be running is the UltraView UV3. For the stabilizers, I'm probably going to change these, but for now I have a 10-inch bee stinger up front and then an 8-inch back bar. I normally run a quiver for hunting season. I don't run a quiver for 3D. It's just my personal choice. So that's what bow I'm going to be using for this year. Let's move on to the next piece of equipment that I'll be using as well. So the arrow that I'm going to be running this year is a RIP TKO in 350 spine. Out back we have a 4-fletch AAE Max Stealth Vane with a 2.5 degree helical to the right. Up front we have the Iron Will S-Series broadhead. This is a double bevel broadhead. It performs really well. I had good success with it last year. I had really good performance with the 4-fletch. I get a little bit more range out of a 4-fletch. It's just personal preference, whatever you feel like running. Just get really good with it, practice with it a lot, and you'll have success. The knife that I'm going to be running this year is my Montana Knife Company Speed Goat. This thing is super light. It's got Magna Cut steel, so it won't rust. I used it last year, and it's a really good performer. It holds its edge really well. I have nothing but good things to say about this knife in particular. I've had several Montana Knife Company knives, but this seems to be the one that I gravitate to the most due to it just doesn't weigh anything. You don't even know that it's there. The paracord, you can take the paracord off and use it for anything. If you need to drag a deer out or if you need to tie a tag to an antler, you can use this paracord on here, and then it's super easy to rewrap. That's pretty much it. USA made, good company, great company out of Montana. I actually got to talk to them at Total Archery Challenge last year, and they're all super sweet. Just nothing but good things to say about them. So if you're looking for a good knife to use this year's hunting season, check out not just a Speed Goat, but pretty much any other knives are amazing. I'm using the Marsupial Gear enclosed pack with the magnet on it. I have a pocket on the side for just all my stuff, and then I have my rangefinder holder on the right side. So I'll go through what I have in each pocket and explain why I use it and why I find it to be the best kit for me. So on the left side, I keep my release over here. It's just super comfortable to use. My release, I'm using the UltraView button. This one I got lucky enough to get in the green, which I don't have anymore. Inside the pocket, I have probably one of the most important piece of tech that I carry on me while I'm hunting. It's the Garmin InReach Mini 2. If you're ever out there and something happens, you're gonna wanna communicate with someone. You're gonna wanna have an SOS availability to, if you get rescued, fall off a cliff, a biting goat eats you, I don't know. But this lets me keep in contact with my family, my wife, anyone. If I'm hunting with buddies and they're across the mountain, I'm able to contact them if they also have an InReach, which is really nice. So super important to have. These are a little expensive. The plans are kind of expensive. It's well worth it in my opinion. I like being able to have that peace of mind while I'm out there hunting and just want to be able to be safe. Got to hunt safe. So the binos I'll be running this year are the Sig Sauer Zulu 6 HDXs, 12 by 42 millimeter objective. These things have honestly changed the way that I glass, that I hunt. They're absolutely amazing. These are image stabilized binoculars, and that's with stabilization on, handheld. Just holding them out to my hand like that. They're incredible. I tested these out at Total Archery Challenge last year in Utah. And before that, I was running the Vortex Razors 12 by 50s or 12 by 52s. I can't remember which one it was. When I went to the SIG booth, I tried these and I couldn't believe just how awesome these were. They work well on a tripod. You don't even need them, but they're good for tripod use. I have the Tricer Z6 tripod mount on the bottom. I don't know if that's in focus or not, but this lets me mount it on top of a tripod. No adapters necessary, just this adapter. You don't need to bolt anything in to your binos. Overall, 10 out of 10 on these. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't checked these out already. My rangefinder, nothing special. It's a Vortex Ranger 1300. This came out a few years ago. It works for me, it works well. I have it tethered onto my harness. Don't really know what else to say about this. It's good. It's got angle compensation for archery. No complaints, ifs, ands, or buts. Battery life's great. Last but not least, the pack that I'll be running this year is the KUIU Venture 2300. It may look small, but it'll fit a lot. It's perfect for a day pack, or you could even do an overnight with it if you packed it conservatively. I plan on getting a bigger pack, one preferably that has a frame in the back that you can load more weight onto, and just something that's a little bit bigger for storage. But for me right now, it also comes with the cummerbunds that I don't have on right now, because I was doing some scouting with it and I didn't necessarily need those. Thank you for watching my gear rundown. I hope that it helps you, whether you're a novice hunter just starting, or if you're several years into the game and needing to see what other kind of equipment people are running, what's out there. Everyone's different, but nothing beats coming out to your mountains, putting in the time to scout locations all the time before season. Don't wait till the last minute to do it. Get out there, hike in as far as you want. If you're shooting a bow, you need to get the practice in. Go to your local 3D shoots as much as possible. Buy a target, drive to the mountains like I do, shoot the target over and over and over again. It's all about getting the reps in, because when it comes down to it, you get really close to that deer or whatever you're hunting. You want to be able to make the shot, and you want to be confident that you can make that shot. Everyone has had bad shots. I've had bad shots, but it's all about figuring out what you can do better as an archer or as a rifle shooter, as a hiker, as an outdoorsman in general. Just put in the time, practice, 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 educate yourself on everything. Know your equipment, know it super well. That's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video, so thank you for sticking around this long, and we'll see you out on the next one.